Hello everyone, welcome to JSP Ambiance Luxury Candle. My name is Jenny. If you're just joining me for the first time, welcome on board. Our last video, we talked about taking pride in your creativity, and we said that creativity is the process of bringing something to life. And we talked about there are two components that go along with creativity. We talked about you must have passion, you must have love for your product, for whatever you're doing. And the second was we talked about having commitment. If you want to excel in anything in life, whether you're working for yourself or you're working for somebody, or you want to start something in life, you're gonna have to have passion for it, and you're gonna have to be committed, because that's the only way you can excel in life. So today we're going to be talking about the benefits of creativity. So one of the benefits of creativity is that it brings self-satisfaction. So when I started my product, when I started doing my research on candle making and soap making and all of those stuff, I didn't know where it was going. In my head, I knew I wanted something that is different. I knew I wanted something that smelled good. I know I wanted to custom blend my own fragrance. I didn't want anybody to smell my candle and smell it somewhere. So I had it in my head, but I didn't know how I was going to actualize that until I started taking some classes and started reading, and not just reading. I started buying product, and I started formulating my stuff, and I started doing my testing, because with candle it's a whole lot of testing that you have to do. So seeing my candle now, seeing what I have come up with, this one is called Sugar Me Please. I take satisfaction, I take pleasure, I take joy in knowing that my baby that I had in my head, what I had in my head, is able to come to life. So being creative brings self-satisfaction. Whenever sometimes I can't sleep, I just go out in my storage and look at my candle. It brings that joy, it brings that happiness to know that I did something on my own and I'm able to bring it to actualization. So secondly, it improves your mood and improves positive emotions. It improves your mood and positive emotions. So sometimes when I'm moody, sometimes when I feel things are not working the way I want it to work, but when I look at where I was coming and where I am right now with my candle, I'm like, oh my goodness, Lord, I give you praise. Lord, I just thank you. I just appreciate you, because I didn't know this is what it could materialize into. So it makes your mood to be improved when you have put all you got into your product. And number 3 is creativity boosts your self-esteem. Like I mentioned in my previous video of a customer who said that, girl, you better bring your candle down and nobody buying your candle. I said, no, I put my time, my energy, my effort into this candle, and it's custom blend. This is not a corner store candle, so I had to let her know that. And by the time I was done, she bought 2 candles. Like I said, she bought 2 candles. It boosts your self-esteem. You know what your worth is. You know what your candle is. You know what it smells like. You don't want nobody to bring you down. So you take pride, you take pleasure, you take joy in what you have created. And creativity alleviates stress. It alleviates stress and anxiety. Sometimes when I go to work and I come back home, I don't just fall asleep. What I do sometimes is, I start doing candles. I start doing something, putting my labels on my candles, putting stickers on my candles. That way, I don't know what it is. For me, I'm not how do I put it? I like handle work. So whatever I can do with my hands is a way of realization for me. That's how I realize, that's how I unwind. I read books, but teach me something that I can do with my hands. That's where I thrive more. That's where I blossom, because it's just something about, you know, doing stuff with my hands. So it alleviates stress and anxiety for me. And being creative improves your social life. It improves your social life. And sometimes I engage some people, and when I talk to them, oh, what do you do? What kind of candle do you like? They go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So what I found out that I've been having this, people keep telling me that, oh, I love lavender. I love lavender. I'm like, lavender is not my thing. But they say, oh, I love lavender. So now I have to go into lavender making. Even though I don't like it, even though I don't like the smell, it's not really my kind of smell. But because everybody love it, everybody like it, oh, they can go on and on. And I've learned so much about lavender that I didn't know. So subconsciously, I'm loving lavender. I didn't like it before, but hey, I'm having love for lavender, because everybody talks about lavender now. So it improves your social life. And I have, you know, people that I can engage with on candle making, soap making, and lotion making. And number 6, it helps you to focus. It helps your mind to focus. Your mind is not wandering all over. Your mind is not going back and forth. It helps your mind focus. And that's something that you really have to work on, because sometimes as a candle maker, you see so many jars, you see so many containers. You want to do this, you want to do that, you want to do this, you want to do that. I tell other candle makers, just take one step at a time. Just take one step at a time, because I run into that too. I bought a lot of jars that I just love their shapes. I just love the way they look. Now wicking it was another problem. So okay, wicking this is a big problem for me. Let me keep that. Then I run into another jar. But when you are creative, it keeps your mind focused on one thing. You want to achieve one jar. You want to achieve one particular container before you move on to another container. It lessens depression. It lessens depression. It's just something about candle that it just relaxes me. Everywhere I go, my job, I burn candle. Here, I burn candle, I do candle, I smell candle. It just takes depression out of me. Not that I'm depressed, but it's just something about good smells, fresh scent. It's something about candle that just, like, I used to have anxiety. It was candle that helped to heal my anxiety. It was candle. I keep burning candles. That was how I said, okay, I can learn how to make candles, and here I am today. So it helps lessen your depression. It helps to discover new opportunities. When you are creative, it helps you to discover new opportunities. So when I started with candle making. I said, oh yeah, I love candle making, but now I'm taking classes on soap making. I'm taking classes on how to make butter and how to make lotion, how to make hand sanitizer, how to make, you know, different things. So it opens opportunities for you. You might be like, oh, I don't do candles, I don't do soap. But once you do stuff with your hands and you want to sell them, it opens you up to other possibilities, to other things that you can do. The Bible says that a man's gift will make a way for him, and your gift will make a way. You don't know where your gift is going to take you to. You don't know who you're going to stand before. You don't know who is going to smell your product or see your product hanging on the wall. And they're like, who did that art? Oh, I know, it's one of my friends. Oh, can you connect me? I want to buy some of her art. You never know where your product is going to go to. That's why you had to give it all. That's why you have to make yourself different from every other person on the market. And lastly, it motivates and inspires you to do more. It motivates you. Once you see your final product is good, it smells good, you're like, okay, I think I can do this. I think I can do that. I think I can do this. Like one of my friends that came yesterday, we were just talking and it was beautiful. Oh, gee, I love the lady because every time she comes around, she inspires me. She talks to me like she's from heaven. She hears God from heaven. I'm like, where have you been? She's just like that. She's just like that. So she has inspired me. She told me what I can do with my candle, how I can market it, how I can do this stuff. I was like, whoa, where have you been? So you have to be creative. You have to set yourself apart from every other person. So my motto in life is, since people are going to talk about you, give them something to talk about. You just don't want to be like, yeah, they are talking about me. Maybe I shouldn't do my candle this way. Or maybe I shouldn't do myself this way. Or maybe I shouldn't dress like this. Maybe I shouldn't dress like that. Listen, even when you are dead, people are going to talk about you. You living, people are talking about you. When you're gone, they're going to keep talking about you. So since you know people are going to talk about you, guess what? Give them something to talk about. Give them a beautiful candle to talk about. Give them a nice thing to talk about. That's what you do. You don't just whip something and say, oh, I made a candle. No, give them something that smells good to talk about. Give them something that looks good to talk about. And you also look good while your product look good too. Okay, we have come to the end of this topic. I don't know what the next topic is going to be, but I assure you it's going to be short and concise and beautiful and creative too. Until we meet again, take care and keep being creative.